This is KPOZ, Channel 94, Poison Oaks, PBS. Corporate funding for Forgotten Heroes is provided by Dalton's Auto Body.
Hey there, friends. Tonight we interrupt our usually scheduled programming to bring you a very special documentary from one of our very own residents, award-winning filmmaker Maze Shankey. The film's about a concept of film. It's honestly, I have no fucking idea. I don't know who these assholes are. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know why you people make these stupid fucking things that go in boxes. You can't eat them or fuck them. You just what? Stare at them? Well, knock yourselves out. Waste your goddamn lives. I'm gonna go eat something or fuck something or vice versa. So long.
I grew up in America, but it may as well have been a different country. The people in my town were insulated from the chaos and strife that most Americans experienced on a daily basis. It's not that we didn't have access to the same information and technology, we just culturally didn't give it much attention. We often went months without reading or watching the news, and social media didn't make any sense to us. So by the time we heard about the shift, Reconstruction had already begun and continued without our involvement. 20 years later, I find myself wondering about that fateful day and the events that led up to it. My research could only go so far, though, as a lot of information was lost in the transition. I learned that one man, Lee Parsons, led a 20 million person march on Washington, the majority of them military veterans, and in one afternoon, they had changed everything. He's referred to as the General, but there are no records of him that I could find. It is said that he and his wife, Lauren Parsons, disappeared shortly after the events and moved somewhere into the heartland where they could live out their days quietly and anonymously in the peaceful countryside. I sent out several bulletins requesting an interview, but after a year of no response, I moved on to other projects. Then one morning, I got a call from someone who claimed to be the General's fixer, and he said Lee had agreed to the interview as long as I kept his location secret. I received one hand-drawn map and one ancient flip phone in the mail, and set out from Poison Oaks, heading east, to meet one of the most important figures in modern history, General Lee John Brown Parsons. First off, thank you for your service.
What the fuck's he talking about? Don't fucking pander me like I'm a god. God damn it, I didn't do nothing for. Don't pretend you're grateful, condescending me, motherfucker.
He don't like the term service. It don't sit right with him.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean anything by it. I was just trying to say...
Oh, it's not your fault, doll. He's just a little ornery on account of a lifetime of PTSD from all the wars and having his arm blown off and such.
Huh?
I said you're just being an asshole 'cause your arm got blowed off.
Ah, yeah, right.
How did you lose your arm?
Well, I went to disarm an ID, but turns out it was a Hemingway. And boom!
What's a Hemingway?
A bomb?
Yeah, why is it called that?
Farewell to arms!
I do want you to know that I'm not pandering and I'm grateful. A lot of people are. You toppled a fascist regime in one afternoon, freeing millions of people from tyranny. If that's not a hero, then what is?
I don't know.
He don't take no stock in his accomplishments. He just wants to work on that car of his and go fishing. He's not a complicated man.
But everyone seems to agree that you were a Marine in the Second Gulf War and you helped capture Saddam Hussein.
Oh, I did no such fucking thing. Just blew up a bunch of his shits all. I think someone else found him in a hole with a can of fruit cocktail and a half-eaten mouse or something.
Wasn't Saddam a murderous dictator who gassed his own people?
No, wasn't he a murdered gassing people's mean bad guy, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, he's a fucking dickhead tater like all dickhead taters, and good he got hanged like a sausage for it. You know, all broke neck going, Gah! Wish I could have seen it. But dickhead taters are like frisbees at a fucking Dave Matthews concert. They everywhere. No, we was there to help Exxons and the Halliburton steal oil and loot the place clean. No one gave a single shit about a dickhead tater gassing people in the desert. Hell, Right here, Don El Chumpo shows up and he gasses people every day after breakfast and twice before supper. Still finding time to fraud and treason and do all that baby fucking. Ain't no one carpet bomb Lago back to the Stone Age fucking sky full of old people diapers, burnt steaks, wet classified documents, golden toilets, shit, motherfucker.
Lee don't enjoy hypocrisy.
So why did you join the military?
What?
He said, why the fuck you join then?
Oh, hell, I was a real sumbitch kid, you know, fighting and drinking, stealing cars. They didn't know what to fucking do with me. Come 18, I didn't know what to fucking do with me. So when them towers got hit, it seemed pretty cut and dry who the asshole was that needed a beating, and I was itching to do some beating. So I said, what the fuck, and joined the Marines. But then that baby Bush and that job of the dick convinced everyone Saddam had a goddamn Death Star hidden underground or some shit, and I ended up in Iraq one day. Of course, that was all a big fucking lie. Ain't nothing there but gold and oil and a Disney-themed sex dungeon.
A what?
Huh?
A what?
Nothing.
Okay, it says...
Huh?
Okay, no, moving on. Did it bother you that they sent you on a different mission?
Did what?
Did it piss you off they sent you to a second location?
Oh, hell, everything fucking pisses me off. But no, my job had nothing to do with choosing who we fight and why. You want to know what a 20-year-old boy thinks about global politics and irregular warfare? Well, me neither. I'd rather blow up my other arm than listen to that little shit. No, my job was to follow orders and keep my buddies alive, that's it. But anyone tell you that wasn't a smash and grab hostage full of more horse shit than an Arby's hot dog?
Okay, so I assume you were medically discharged then.
Yep, I was ready to start my new life with the GI Bill, go to school for HVAC or something, but turns out it was barely enough for rent, much less school or meds. And the VA was underfunded, understaffed, and about as useful as a crochet condom in Bangkok. So one night I'm standing outside the Legion with some of my tour buddies, with one good thumb up my ass, wondering, hey, we been had? So we go see the Nom guys, you know, OG fuckers with the crazy eyes and long hair, and ask them if we been had. And they tell us, well, you probably didn't check the box for the $1 million in endless blowjobs. That's when I realized, yep, we've been had.
It turns out the government lied to them.
Look, I was still young, but ain't no Pollyanna. I know governments lie all the time, but I didn't think they do to veterans. That's a dark-ass piece of shit move, you ask me. And I didn't just go because I was young and dumb. I truly loved America and happily die for it. I love big trucks, fast cars, big guns, small guns, baseball, fucking football. I love Stone Cold and Undertaker, cold beer, hot dogs, good dogs, motherfucking Johnny Cash, Waylon, Willie, and Wu-Tang.
Oh, he loves his Wu-Tang Clan, especially that old dirty B-word with his father of the style and hilarious carnal antics.
I like it raw, baby.
I know you do, sweetheart.
I thought any country that makes an ODB has got to be the good guys, right? So how the good goddamn hell the good guys don't take care of the ones that fight for them? That's bad guy shit.
Joseph Campbell writes that every hero's journey begins with a call to adventure. Could this have been your moment?
I don't know about no hero bullshit, but 20-something years I've been all over the country meeting fellow vets trying to figure out how to fix all this bullshit. Meantime, Jester the Cheeto shows up a second time, fucking pisses off active duty, and top of cutting even more veteran benefits. Bad move, motherfucker. Especially after stealing billions from his own government and handing it over to his billionaire pals, putting his Gestapo in the streets to murder folks and put them in camps. And then the baby fucking, and maybe even baby eating, but no one did shit because he said he was immune to the law. And even his rivals were like, oh, what are you gonna do? And then he fucks with the 26th election. I say, no, it's time to boot his ass out. So
he and 20 million of his closest friends, veterans, active duty, unions, even celebrities, showed up at the front door of the White House and said,
kick rocks, bitches.
Every one of my sources say that RZA was there with you. Is this true? If so, how does that even happen?
Oh, RZA? Yeah, we played online chess together. Both love fucking kung fu flicks. Wanted to see the revolution firsthand. All them boys showed up. Jizza, Ghostface, Method, Inspector Deck, Raekwon, Capadonna, You God, Master Killer. Everyone but, you know.
They were so nice. And oh God, I got to meet Dolly Parton too. That was a dream come true.
Dolly Parton? I'm such a huge fan.
Oh, and then we got to watch Stephen Miller pee his pants.
Oh, and Pete did too, but to be fair, he was pretty drunk.
And that JD boy cried when Ghostface gave him a strong dressing down. I almost felt bad for him.
Oh yeah, and the mascara dripping all down his fucking face.
And that was that. No one even got hurt.
Yeah, well, except...
Yeah, that was unexpected. And no one's fault, really.
Well, that was his own fucking fault.
Did everything change after that?
Well, yes and no. Not overnight. We scrammed real quick after that, though. I ain't no governmentologist. But they restructured based on this thing called donut economy, whatever the fuck that is. And all the shit folks were worried about losing still there. Fucking football, race cars, hot dogs, country music, hip-hop. That shit's still great. Even better without all them billionaires ruining it.
The trials were the most watched event in history, and we got rid of all them billionaires and a whole lot of corrupt politicians, too. So what happened to them?
Put them all on that, Epsom Island with the fucking dentist chair and shitty carpet. Filmed it like that old Survivor show.
It was fun for a while, but they just talked over each other about their diets and tried to start a cryptocurrency, but they didn't have no computers. Thought AGI was gonna save them. Turns out they weren't very bright after all. Or entertaining.
Fucking dipshits. Anyway, don't want to rush you out, but Riz is on his way over and we got some chest to fuck up.
And I got book club with Natasha Leone and AOC. We're reading Book of Joan by Lydia Yuknovich.
Smoke on the mic like smoking Joe Frazier, a hellraiser, raising hell with the flavor, terrorize the jam like troops in Pakistan, swinging through your town like a neighborhood Spider-Man.
Wow, okay. And Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
Go on, get.
Okay, sorry, okay, sorry. I'm sorry, okay. Bye. Sorry. Okay, sorry.
Still finding time to fraud and treason and do all that baby fucking.